What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live. Jay's clapping right as we go live because he loves the intro so much, just like everybody else in the chat. There's no debate. There's no denying it. No one's split. It is a great intro.
I'm just glad to be home. Glad to be home.
Glad to be home, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are back in drunk 3PO's basement.
Yeah. Well, didn't have time to like clean up a little bit, but so I just put the green screen up, shockingly. But
hey, green screen can hide the mess. You know? Why do you have a mess behind you? Like, what do you mean? Like, didn't have time to clean up the mess? So right before you left on your little staycation, you just decided like tip everything over in your background
pretty
for no
much
apparent reason?
I was looking for stuff, and it's like I dump stuff out of shelves and everything. I don't know where anything's at. I'm one of those people that if it's not in front of me, I don't even know I own it. That's the sad reality of how I've lived my whole life. And I end up buying stuff I already have. If it's not in front of me, I go around, I'll find it in a box. I'm like, dang, I already have that. Had no idea. It's not in front of me. It's like I got to see it. Like, even when I fold up my clothes, I like stack the t-shirts out, so I could see what's out there. I know I'm not alone in this. I know I'm not alone. I just don't remember.
I bought stuff that I had before, like didn't even think about it, or I think I've lost it, and or I think I've lost it, and so I get another one, and then 3 weeks later I find it in the garage somewhere. So now I have two of those things. I've done stuff like that,
bro. Speaking of terrible transition here, have you seen the the teaser trailer for Death Stalker, like the reboot Death Stalker?
I don't think so. No. You gotta wait till we make a joke about a trans person or something, Jay. Like you bring up Elliot Page and you say, speaking of terrible transitions.
I know.
You hear about this, Ryan?
Bro, this thing looks insane. We have to watch it. Okay. We have to watch it. So I'm gonna pull it up now. We're gonna get it out of the way early. Is that all right?
Yeah.
This thing, it's a reboot from the chat will know better. The chat will know better. I think 1983 film, but they filmed it as if it was 1983. That's what's crazy about this teaser trailer. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Who is he? They say he was once a knight. Before the war against the Dreadites. Surgeon with a sword. Oh, wow. He answers to only one name.
What name would that be?
Death Stalker! Bro, I hope there's no nudity. This is the Red Band trailer by accident. I hope there's no Well, there's no nudity here.
I like the guitar riff.
That stalker. My old friend. Come and get it. The mighty Death Stalker!
Looks like Jeremy.
I was just gonna say it looks like Jeremy.
Look at that sword. This looks. I'm sorry. It looks like trash, but I love it. Like it looks like an '80s film. Hold on.
That looks fun. That's Jeremy.
I love it. I love it. It's the year of the independent movies, man. It's coming out in the theaters, man. No Pedro Pascal, correct. Oh, did that say Patton Oswalt? I didn't see.
It said and Patton Oswalt at the end. He probably plays that little fucking midget thing.
Maybe he's in like that monster. Yeah.
Or Paul Lazenby.
Anyway. I thought it was cool. It's like it just looks like straight up practical effects from like the 1980s.
It looks fun.
Yeah. Coming out in October.
Yeah, it's the first I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's probably not a big deal. Coming and going.
Probably the case. Coming and going. Ryan Charlton, Beetlejuice. It's showtime. It is. That was at 11:01, which is right as the intro was playing. Thank you, Ryan. Snacks for two. Anyone else remember watching Fresh Prince?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
We'll talk about it. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Ryan Charlton for 5. Good morning, Ryan and Jay. Here's $5 because I'm not AI.
Thank you.
Unlike Will Smith's crowds, apparently. Logan Johnson, Pedro plays his gay self and Will Smith acting a fool again. Sounds about right. Hail to you fine degenerates and hail the 199.
Thank you, Logan. Someone in the chat says I need to be banned from all G&G streams.
Yeah, I mean, I see where they're coming from. iCanalist for $5. To all the bus drivers who get up before the crack of dawn, brave cold and snow, all the kids to school so they get an education. If you have a bunch of cars behind you and see a turn lane, pull over. I hate getting stuck by a bus. I actually hate when it's like when school's in session and because like the places you go, when school's in session and right around whether they're getting there or leaving, especially when they're leaving, like when traffic's going to be backed up in places. I fuck hate it, man. I do my best to like plan my day to avoid like getting stuck in any of that shit, but sometimes you forget. And now school's back in session.
School bus or like city bus? Which one? Like
school bus.
School bus the worst?
Yes, 100%. 100%. Like, especially if you live anywhere near any schools. So then not only you got parents that are picking kids up, or if it's a high school, you got kids that are driving home. A bunch of school buses that like kind of pull out and all of a sudden they're all in there trying to go there. Like, I fucking hate that shit, man.
Yeah.
Which all I got to do is like try to avoid it myself. You know?
Got to time it like when like not to leave. Try not to be on the road during that. During those times. The best is like not the best, but you're right. Like sometimes they make a stop and like one kid gets out, and you're like, why aren't they dropping everybody off? Then they go like 10 feet and they drop off 3 kids. Then they go like 15 feet and drop off 6. I'm like, can't they just like center it, and make a big one? But who am I? I shouldn't be driving a bus anyway.
Or if you live like close to a school and there's, a bunch of kids that like maybe walk home after it or whatever.
Yeah.
Depending on the demographics and the area in which you live, some of the kids just have absolutely no fucking respect and will just walk slow as shit right in your way. You can't go anywhere. But,
Yeah, one of those things.
One of those things.
I live near a school, so yeah, usually 3-ish. Stay off the road because they're all over the place and there's police everywhere.
Good.
You just be stuck, just be stuck.
Sierra Tan, member for 21 months. Happy Thursday, Ryan and Jay.
Hey, happy Thursday. Man, I thought it was Friday.
It's not Friday. At least I fucking don't think so.
Shoot.
I did think that yesterday was Tuesday for a while, but everything just runs together, Jay. All
My
the days
all
I get to
mixed
spend
up.
with you here on Geeks and Gamers Daily, just time flies when you're having fun, and so it all just runs together,
There's just so much happening, It's like I got to get ready for Halloween Horror Nights. Got the Food and Wine Festival. Jaws is coming out. Look at this, man. Look at this. Someone sent this to me for a birthday present. This is awesome, man.
Oh, that's cool.
That's freaking awesome. It doesn't too much reflection, but somebody drew this of the boys, and the comic book got framed. I don't even know what's inside the comic. I don't even know. So
you just have to pop that thing open.
You have to break it open and see what they what
just pop
what
that graded comic open
actually.
so you can read it.
Anyway, shout out. Thank you. That was pretty awesome. I'd never seen that before ever. So
Taker for $5. Ryan would be like Krusty the Clown when asked to donate to a children's charity. Kids, what have they ever done for me? I don't like it.
Where did that come from? Did you talk about that or something about like
maybe just because I'm complaining about schools.
Oh, okay.
I don't like it when people approach me randomly and ask me to donate to charity. Ring your bell for Christmas, right? Salvation Army, ring the bell. Okay. I might drop something in there, but don't fucking bother me. Don't like approach me. Hey, like when I'm checking out at somewhere and you're like, hey, would you like to donate to March of Dimes? I'm like, no. Maybe I would have if you hadn't asked me. Insomniac for $5. Can't ban Jay. He's the best of us. Jay needs to be on every G&G stream.
If we really want this channel to go south, that's what we need. I think once a day is enough.
Yeah.
I think Tuesday night's main event's doing great without me and Ryan. Mario Kart streams, I guess, are doing great. So we'll handle it up here. You only get to see me for an hour. It's all love.
Jeremy the Cyborg for $5. The left is blaming violent video games on yesterday's shooting.
They tend to blame everything.
Anything but the trans person, I suppose.
Yeah. They blame everything but the problem because that's just what they do.
Blame anyone but the person who did it, the people who enabled the person that did it, or the mainstream media that allowed like this person to be convinced that there's like a hunt for their elimination or something.
Yeah.
Blame video games, blame a gun, like all this stuff. The Smart Review member for 17 months, hail the fellowship. So I can't wait for Conjuring 4. I think that film will make the film Weapons look like trash. The trailer looks fire. What's that new Stephen King movie that's coming out?
I don't know.
I saw some thing where they were like tracking people's heartbeats who went in to like watch the movie. And like some people's heart rates were at 200 beats per minute while watching it because they were like so scared. Which
really
seems kind of fucking dangerous, to be honest with you. Depending on the people.
You want to know what's dangerous? Is that, Ryan, when you go, I can't wait. When you go to Halloween Horror Nights, when the day happens, I don't know when that day is going to happen. The one house called the Terrifier at Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm sure we're going to get more talk about it soon. Apparently, there's a wet path.
Yeah, I
heard. You walk through it, and it's just like they shoot you with like blood water, I guess. I don't know exactly, but there was an accident that happened, and we're getting all the fuzzy details, but apparently a friend of mine wiped out in the Terrifier Halloween Horror Night house last night. She slipped in the wet path and broke one of her toes with scratches and bruises on her side. Stay safe, y'all. Yes, and because of an incident, which we're thinking it's this person here, they shut the house down to try to figure out like what happened. Apparently there was like some flooding. They didn't get the drain system properly working. So there's like this big joke online that it's like you're going to be walking through a car wash at the end of that. But there's like 2 ways to go. You get to a
There's
certain
a dry
point,
path and a wet path.
you
Yeah.
go dry or get shot with like fake blood, I guess. So
You know what I think? I think in almost all these cases, when anybody ever like gets hurt or whatever, tripping off a ride, like I think it's the person's fault. I think this person is uncoordinated. I think this person got fucking scared and they couldn't keep their balance and they were maybe wearing shitty shoes or whatever and they fell because they're a loser. They're an uncoordinated fucking piece of shit and they're probably going to ruin it for everybody because they're a fat fucking loser that can't stay on top, like can't stay on balance. That's what I think. Unathletic fucks. Don't take the wet path if you look like that.
that's true. And maybe not go with me. I trip a lot too. So good thing I'm going with Ryan. Save me. Save me if I slip on the wet path and get it all over my shirt.
Jay makes a lot of fucking noise in these things. Like,
What do you mean? I just laugh. That's how I cope.
yeah, but it'll be like Jay will laugh a lot throughout it, but it'll be after he emits a little bit like of a scream that turns into a laugh. He'll be like, ah, and he'll start laughing. But he's jerking around all the time. He's like, he gets
Them
a little
jump
startled.
scares, man. I don't know.
Bro, I try to walk through there like a fucking serial killer, bro.
I know. You put stone face on and you're walking through it.
I do.
You're walking
yeah.
through it like American Psycho, and he's got the I'm walking on sunshine headphones, walking to work. That's how you walk through those things.
Like you're not wrong.
I know because I'm following. I'm usually behind you, holding on to your shirt.
Yes, that does happen. It's funny because
I don't want to get lost.
I go through those things. To be honest, I probably have like a worse experience. Like even if you're jumping at all these things, I am probably like more on edge because the entire time I go through there, I feel like what was that movie Limitless with Bradley Cooper?
Yeah.
He's taking those pills and like that's how I am. I'm fucking like opening my mind up and like keeping my eyes spotted, and I'm looking like 3 steps ahead to think, okay, they could come from there, here. I'm all right. I'm walking by and I'm like prepared for any fucking thing that will happen. I'm constantly looking so that I'm not scared. But it probably just results in me having like an incredibly high level of anxiety throughout the entire fucking thing instead of just when I get scared. But
yeah, I don't even think like that. I just go in dry.
Well, they should take the dry path, Jay.
And then usually what happens is we'll get out of the haunted house and I'm like, is that an IP? Like, what IP is that? And Ryan will give me the whole lore of the IP of the movie we just walked through as we wait in line for the next one. It's great.
Well, if I have any idea about it, yeah, maybe.
Usually you're pretty smart. You're usually pretty.
Like horror stuff, I am really I'm not a huge horror guy, so just depends. Eldritch. I agree with Jay. Wait, I have more space to write? Okay. 77 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation. You used up everything you could. Got it, Eldritch. Thank you. Enrico Palazzo, Ryan, your stuff has arrived. Can we get a live reaction opening at your leisure? I will try to go pick it up today, Enrico. That's awesome, man. I'll try to go pick that up, my P.O. box today. So shout out to my man, Enrico Palazzo.
It's Enrico Palazzo.
Oh, yeah. Shiitake says 0. Jay, we got to talk about Will Smith. We got to talk about Will Smith. Seems like this dude can't really catch a break over the last couple years. Now, certainly, a lot of that has been of his own making. I would not wish Jada Pinkett Smith on anyone, and certainly she did Will Smith very dirty and has continued to do him very dirty. However, he is the one that delivered the slap heard around the world to Chris Rock at the Oscars a couple years ago, and it seems like after that point, and then all this stuff really went viral, all the stuff with him and his marriage, it's all this stuff. Something else just happened that's a little bit embarrassing, and again, it's completely and totally self-inflicted. Will Smith's self-inflicted PR nightmare won't end after appearing to use AI-generated crowds to promote his rap comeback. Jay, I'll let the chat judge for themselves, and I'll point out some of the things that I see. But over on Will Smith's YouTube channel, okay, it should be like a reminder that he posted this video. My favorite part of tour is seeing all of you up close. Thanks for seeing me too. Right now, it is filled with comments just absolutely fucking roasting him. And we're going to see why.
Dog runs out of range. Hold on.
Don't you give up on me. No, 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 no. I know you can face it. I know you can make it. Yeah.
Now, take me back to Bel Air.
Take me back to Bel Air. Now, when you start to look at some of the signs, when you start to look at some of the people in the crowd, when you start to look at some of the way like this face looks, you think, oh, okay, maybe there's like a weird filter. Like maybe there's something. I always love you. I guess maybe there's something strange. But then the more you notice, the more you can't like deny that there's some weird shit that looks like it's going on based on how some of these people's hands look when they're holding the signs. I want you to look at this very carefully, Jay. Look at this guy's face. Like that looks like a fucking drawing. That guy's face, that guy's face. But pay close attention to this sign. Love you, Fresh Prince. For some reason, the L, the FR, and the P, right, are in bold, in black. Keep watching because that sign's going to show up again, but it doesn't look like that.
You gotta believe.
Bryson
Believe in
Gamble.
yourself.
Bryson
You
Gamble.
can do it.
Take it home.
You can do it. You can make it. Yes, you can. Yeah.
Two bad weather people at Paleo tonight will be a storm. Okay. See that one? Maybe your hands look a little funny there.
I know you can make it.
Jay, our sign has popped up again.
A little different.
A little different because it says, love you, Fresh, spelled with a 6, Prince, because that's not a P, and that one's not filled in. Like, something obviously is going on. You can excuse away a lot of other stuff. You can talk about weird, like maybe AI upscaling when it comes to editing and stuff like that. Maybe that's some of the reason these people look weird, that the crowds look weird, the shit like this.
Wait.
This is obviously something going on.
Yeah. I mean, look at the guy in the blue shirt at the bottom. It looks like he's doing this.
I think he's got...
Bro, this looks so fake. Anyone can tell. What was he thinking, dude? What was he thinking?
I don't know, because it's not like it was a fake concert. There was a concert. There was 6,000 people there. There was a crowd. So if the crowd wasn't as excited, if they didn't have cool signs to show, like, you could still put out a cool video editing around that with this crowd at your concert. But I don't know, man. And there's other stuff that people have found when they're kind of like scrolling through, like little moments, how blurry the crowd looks. And look at that guy's face. Jesus.
Yeah.
And now that when you have videos, things that are zoomed in a lot, AI assisted editing, you could see some of these things that might be explainable. That sign that we pointed at, there ain't no way, bro.
No.
AI, because I don't think Will Smith's song cures cancer. You can make it. Help me survive cancer. Thanks, Will. Also, when you see this stuff and it's like, why would anyone write it like this? Why would anyone do capital, 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 all lowercase?
You can make it.
That's the song name, apparently.
Yeah. Help me survive cancer.
Look at this guy.
He looks
frown.
Crying. Dude.
Oh, look and see again, this stuff you could be like, okay, AI editing, a little bit of upscaling when it's trying to fit in images to make
it's
it
like,
look like
an arm like floating over that girl's face.
Look at this guy. Just phasing.
Yeah. What does he think? What?
But that, to me, the sign is the sign that's then spelled completely differently, like in a later shot in a different, a different lighting scenario. That's the one to me that's just like bullshit.
If you really want to know how a Will Smith concert is going nowadays, have you seen the video from him in New York?
I don't think so.
All right, I have that one here. Let me show you. This is what it looks like. This was him trying to promote himself in New York. Now he's got a little crowd. I'm not going to play because the song, but he tries to get people to like wave their arms and dance, and he's the only one moving. Everybody else is just staring at him like no one's into the song. And when they go out to like the crowd, like where is it? Like they're just kind of like looking at him like, okay, that's all you're doing. And this thing kind of went viral the last time I went out, because there was just like people just didn't care. Like they just kind of stood there watching him do his thing. They even like tried to bring in other people to try to get, people hyped up about his new album. And they just kind of looked at him like he's a set of lawn equipment on sale at Sears. Like they didn't scream, they didn't clap, they didn't move, they didn't do anything. They stood there and feel like,
bro, Will Smith used to be huge, dude.
Biggest movie star, like a few years back, he was like number one for a while.
I mean, when you had Fresh Prince, you had his music, you started seeing these movies, he was huge.
Yeah.
Like, he was an absolute superstar. And now he's posting videos to his YouTube channel and getting responses like this. Okay, this guy definitely has a humiliation ritual or fetish. Sorry. No other explanation for releasing a crowd of AI abominations holding up misspelled signs about how he saved their lives. It's over, bro. Just enjoy your retirement. The crowd is AI. Is that AI crowds? Yes, I love you, Fresh Prince. Def no AI. Really thought better of you. Unreal concert, man. Like literally, the crowd is AI.
You think
fake AI crowd? What the fuck? Why is the crowd fake? Imagine being this rich and famous and having to use AI footage of crowds and bot comments on your video. Tragic, man.
You used to be cool.
Pause at the sign that says from West Philly to West Swiggy. Look at the faces because they're literally melting. Yes, we looked at that one too. It's fucking sad.
Yeah. How far this man has fallen to be on top of the world. Do we blame Jada on that? First of all, let's go back. Do you think he put that out there to try to get like people to go, oh man, we got to go to one of his concerts. Look at the hype. Look at everybody having fun. It's like family friendly. There's like all kinds of stuff going on here. So maybe he's having problems selling ticket sales. So he's like, let's put out some video to show all the excitement and the buzz that Will Smith is hitting the road again with a brand new album.
Yeah, so this was in Scarborough in the UK, a relatively small like theater. And like it was sold out. Like it's not like it was a fake concert they put on. It was a real concert. There's actually people out there, and you can tell the difference between the real crowd stuff they found and like the AI. I just don't get it. I don't get why you feel the need to do that. Of course, it's to promote, to let people know he's out on tour again and stuff. But man, just
You're freaking Will Smith. You don't. Well, you used to be. Jada, man. That alopecia. It wrecked the whole thing. Ever since Jada brought him on that talk show to say, I've been sleeping with our son's friend. We just wanted to tell you on a live recording. He just kind of sat there like, huh? Okay, it's all downhill from there.
And they say money can't make you happy or whatever.
Jeez.
I've always disagreed. I think money makes things way easier. But Will Smith seems like he might be a little miserable in general right now. And probably more so after this. Sucks. Sucks for him.
Yeah. Kids, everything. Just good luck.
Tobias for 10. I think we've learned by now that talking about the shooter just makes them more infamous and can encourage copycats. Mourn the victims. Reject the killer's identity after the initial ID. I suppose there's some truth in that. But I also think that it needs to be hammered home that these people are disgusting pieces of shit. And that everybody should disown them, and everyone should fucking talk a little bit maybe about what's going on. about the idea that you have people, a very small percentage of the population, who are mentally ill, who are being convinced that there's people out there trying to like destroy them and eradicate them. They're being gaslit by all this stuff. There is a mental health problem in this country. The problem is we're treating people that probably don't need such to be treated as much as they are, whether it's people with anxiety and depression that are being over medicated or too reliant on therapy and stuff like that, or whether we're having people that are actually mentally ill. And instead of getting them help or institutionalizing them or something, instead, the treatment is to make everyone else pretend like their dream, that this figment of their imagination is reality, which makes no sense.
And the normal people get punished for not accepting that crazy reality that these certain groups of people want us to live in. You're
Like
the problem, Ryan.
Jay, if you came up to me and you were like, Ryan, I got to be honest with you. I've had these thoughts going on in my head. Something's going on. Can I talk to you? Can I open up to you? And I'd say no. But then you'd do it anyway. And you'd say, I've felt this way for a long time. I feel like an elephant. I feel like I was born to be an elephant. Like I'm trapped in this body, but I'm actually an elephant. Do you think the proper treatment for that would be, I don't know, take you to a fucking mental health institution and get you help to make you realize that this is not true? You're obviously not an elephant, blah, 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 all this bullshit. Or would it make more sense for me to say, it's okay, Jay, you are an elephant. Make sure that everybody else around you treats you like an elephant, throws peanuts at you or whatever, puts you in a circus to make you do fucking tricks. And then we take you in for surgery. And I take a bunch of fucking skin off your leg and your arms and all this shit and craft this disgusting fake elephant trunk and staple it onto your fucking face so that you can walk around and feel like you're now in the body that you were meant to be. What makes more sense to like help someone's mental health problem?
Yeah, punch me in the face and drag me off into an institution where I can get treatment. Probably should have done that a year ago anyway, but.
All right, let me know. I'll take you there. As long as you don't miss dailies, as long as they have Wi-Fi.
I know, I'll have to set up the webcam. I'm in my straitjacket. How's Pedro Pascal doing?
Vlad the Man for 5. Hello. Jay, Ryan, Busch Gardens. Let's go. Jay, I sent you an email.
I know. I've been away. I'll get to it.
Jay was on vacation, but had to work with me. Tobias, go look at some HFY videos now. They use AI to animate the story a bit. It looks more realistic than Will's AI crowd. There you go. George Ramirez for 5. Headed to Halloween Horror Nights in Epic Universe this weekend. I'm so hyped. Can't wait to smell the poop in the Terrifier house and get soaked in blood. LOL. Hugs.
Oh, man. I hope you have a great time. A lot of people doing that. They're doing Halloween Horror Nights, then Epic. So maybe we'll bump into each other.
Wasp for $5. Will Smith was jaded. Will Smith was jaded by Jada.
Yeah, not me.
Alex McCarthy has arrived. RK3PO, Munjay, Meta PC, RK Outpost, or Drunk 3PO. Thank you, Alex. Shout out. Blue Shell Draw 4 for 5. Ryan, if someone came up to you and said they were an elephant, you'd immediately call them a retard. I would.
And tell them to shut the F up.
I would. You're not exactly wrong about that. B. Barrett for $2. How many men in Hollywood did Jeremy have to sleep with to get a movie role? Talking about that the trailer. The answer is probably not enough yet. Ronan for $5. I get my news from a daily show owned by a homosexual male, hosted by an asshole who's mean to his good guy co-host, anti-charity and Dave Filoni. Fuck my life. That's right, FML, Ronan. That's our motto. Icanalice for $2. Icanalice throws peanuts. He put a bunch of peanuts in there.
I'll take boiled peanuts, though, man. Boiled peanuts. spicy boiled peanuts made from a Mexican in Orlando is top tier.
Do elephants actually eat peanuts?
I don't know.
I imagine they'd eat just about anything.
I see him eat a lot of bushes and grass and stuff like that, like roughage.
I feel like they'd eat almost anything you gave them, yeah. And if they just didn't
Pretty
like it, they
much.
spit it out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, they get that whole shell and everything though.
Yeah,
Probably cleans
they
them
just
out
go
good.
for it.
Probably a lot of fiber in there. No, you don't think so?
A lot of fiber, a lot of crap. Yeah, a lot of everything. They also eat like certain clay to get minerals in their system. So they eat dirt.
Well, they are from Africa.
So, so there you go. Gnawing on some dirt. I got to get the right minerals.
That's why I like the starving kids in Africa end up eating. They see the elephants eat it. They don't got no problems, you know. Eating dirt. It does sound. Sounds pretty disgusting. Sounds pretty disgusting. Not gonna lie. I don't know what this or put in the locals chat. It's just like an AI generated picture of a black man wearing a Star of David in a wheelchair with a pride flag. Like
going all in, checking every box. You made Ryan laugh, so it worked.
Yeah, going all in on the representation. That's for sure. That's for sure. Speaking of representation, we might have a new Pedro Pascal movie to talk about.
Yay! I'm telling you, man, a few more years.
A few more years of what?
Pedro Pascal.
But what? And then he's gonna die or something? What do you mean?
He'll probably get milked out, and that'll be the end of it.
He'll get milked out. Well, Jay, I don't know if you remember a story that came out last year, actually around this time, when Joaquin Phoenix, who is supposed to be in this like X-rated or like NC-17 rated gay romance, he suddenly dropped out. And it kind of caused a panic. It was just like a few days before filming was supposed to start. They'd done all this ramp up for production. Everybody was on site. They were ready to film this thing. And then Joaquin Phoenix left. And apparently it had to do with he was getting cold feet about just how intense the gay sex scenes were going to be for this movie. Joaquin Phoenix exits Todd Haynes' gay romance movie days before filming was to begin. And Joaquin Phoenix started getting attacked from that because some producers of the movie started speaking out, essentially confirming it had something to do with he was getting uncomfortable with just how gay that this movie was supposed to be and these like unrated sex scenes that they were going to be doing. Joaquin Phoenix said, "This shit's too gay for me. I'm bouncing." And he kind of left them in a shitty position. But you know who this role isn't too gay for? Pedro Pascal. Pedro Pascal eyed to lead Todd Haynes' gay romance after Joaquin Phoenix's abrupt exit. Danny Ramirez has been attached to co-star of the film De Noche, centering around an intense relationship in the 1930s. Pedro Pascal is circling the lead role in director Todd Haynes' gay romance feature De Noche, The Hollywood Reporter has confirmed. The project made headlines last August when Joaquin Phoenix dropped out of a starring role 5 days before filming was set to begin. Danny Ramirez has been attached to co-star in the movie that focuses on an intense gay romance in the 1930s. Pedro Pascal does not have a deal in place. Has been eyed for the role since late last year, but it's now just coming to public light. I mean, to be honest, as much as we complain about Pedro Pascal getting cast in everything, I kind of think this is the perfect casting for him.
Probably get an Oscar for it. Didn't Brokeback Mountain get an Oscar back in the day? I'm not quite sure, but he'll probably get an Oscar nod. And, you know, for all that stuff, it's probably why he's look at Pedro has never come out publicly and said that he's gay, right? It's just 99.9% that he's gay, right? Like, okay, there he is.
This is as close as I think confirmation that we're going to get, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's that's him saying.
I don't know if he needs to put out a big statement.
And
at this
no, he
point.
doesn't have. Usually they do though. Usually they make it, a nice press release so they can get in the paper again. Make the Vanity Fair cover. Usually they come out and make that big announcement that nobody cares about, even though we've all suspected. And yeah, that's probably the only thing you needed to say or do. But perfect. Head on in there, Pedro. Go win that Oscar.
I mean, Pedro has it was a couple years ago that him and Ethan Hawke did like a gay cowboy thing. Or like one was like a lawman at the time, and Pedro was still an outlaw or some shit, but they had a sexual relationship 25 years prior. That's what the movie was about. Like he's done these type of roles before. But this is right in his wheelhouse. Pedro Pascal's going to be pushing for more intense sex scenes. He's like, just do it. Just stick it in. Just stick it fucking in me. Like that's what's going to be happening here. This is the perfect role for him. As much as I complain about him getting cast in so many things, I would find it hard to complain if they found the perfect man to be cast for the role. Ironically enough, in the aftermath of Joaquin Phoenix dropping out, the producers were dealing with a lot of pushback because of casting a guy who is straight to play a gay character. And they talked about how, we should have seen these warning signs. We should have known not to do this. And now you're going to cast Pedro Pascal. It looks like they learned their lesson.
Well, good for them.
Like there is a reason that you see him all over Vanessa Kirby the way that he is, and there's not massive backlash from people in the industry because they think Pedro's gay too. The same for Scarlett Johansson and the co-star from Jonathan Bailey, is that his name? The co-star from Jurassic World Rebirth. Like he's gay. In real life, he's gay. And so when you see them kissing and him like cuddling up next to her in these pictures, why do these people feel comfortable with it? Because he's fucking gay.
Mm-hmm.
And you see like the same treatment for Pedro.
Yeah, but would you feel comfortable with that if that was your wife?
No. I like
gay man all snuggly wuggly all over like your woman. It's like
I guess I suppose like I don't think that I would like ever, regardless. Even if a fucking woman was doing that and I'm like getting like way too like in public and like I don't know if I'd be okay, but that'd be weird, right?
Yes.
But I think that that's why in these cases that these things happen, because they're fucking gay.
Yeah, easy. Well, good for you, Pedro. I hope it all works out in the end. You can make some hardcore sex. Gays in the 1930s, so obviously it's going to be like a tragic love story, a forbidden love, where one of them might get caught and killed because of their homosexualities. That's what's going to happen. Wouldn't be surprising if it's the white man that is the bad guy in all of this. Sounds like a perfect Hollywood production.
Unfortunately, if it's set in the 1930s,
oh, it'll be something on it.
If it's set in the 1930s, unfortunately, we probably won't have an AIDS storyline,
Yeah, no monkeypox, no anything like that.
Unfortunate.
Oh, well. Next one, Pedro. Next one, you can do the AIDS movie.
Ned Steeler for $2. Ryan is an elephant from the forehead up. Thank you. I assume you're saying that because I never forget. Grizzly Nightmare for $5. Baby elephants eat their mother's crap to get very important gut bacteria for digestion.
Here you go, honey. Make sure you eat it all up now. You can't go outside and play. So you finish everything on your plate.
I wonder if that's true. Like if they do it to get gut bacteria for digestion, that's what like people have explained this way. Or if it's the case that maybe baby elephants are fucking really dumb and they just fucking eat something. I don't know. Singing Tigs, Pedro Pascal is now Pedro Fag Spell. Hail 199. Thank you. Southeastern Kaiju, please, Jay. Never utter milking Pedro in any context ever again. No one needs that spoken in the universe. Thanks for your attention on this matter. You did say that. You're like, in a couple years, Pedro's going to be.
You know how like it's like you squeeze in all the lemon to make the last bit of lemonade, and then that's what I was like going for.
You did say it, yeah.
I did. I get it. I understand why we should never say that with Pedro.
Tobias for 5. It's almost like actors are paid to pretend to be people they aren't in real life or something. Shocking news. I know. Well, every once in a while, a role comes around where you play yourself, and I think that's what this one is for Pedro. NTR Uncle says, pause my neg hole, Milky Pedro Pascal. What do you think about that, Jay?
We'll just keep it moving.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. If you're sure. You're the one that caused that, I think.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I did.
Pretty sure that you're the one that caused that. The Terrifier house at Horror Nights does not sound like the wet part doesn't sound particularly fun. Like that should be the last thing you do of the night, I guess. But then also the smells have not.
I heard it's going to be like, you know what there are? I'll have more information on this tomorrow. This has just been kind of like sprinkled around since you went back to Halloween Horror Nights. You know, this year, allegedly, they're going to offer a $20 necklace that gives guests a less frightening experience by signaling scare actors to reduce the direct interactions in the houses in the scare zone. I don't know if I like that idea. I understand people want to go. It's a party. Maybe someone has a special sickness. I don't know. I don't know if I like, because then if I'm paying premium prices to go to a horror thing, to be scared, to experience everything and get my money's worth, and you end up getting lumped up in line or next to someone that has these necklaces, is like, are they gonna like just slow it down? You know, I gotta do some more information. I've been seeing this stuff being like tweeted out the past 2 days, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that.
I think that if you're taking, it'd be one thing for like kids or whatever like that, right? Like if you're taking your kids there, and there is plenty of stuff to do that you can take your kids to this. Like there are some houses I would recommend no, but for the most part, a lot of them you can, depending on your kid, and a lot of like all the experiences and the food and like all that stuff. I could see maybe for that, but in general, why the fuck are you there? If you're an adult that's going there and you're wearing one of those, why the fuck are you there? What's the point?
Yeah, see, here's like all these posts, like this person locked up their account after posting this, I guess. I have zero issues with the boo necklaces being introduced. Everyone should be able to experience these events while feeling comfortable and safe, but that's my opinion. That's just like, don't you not know? I get that there's people got medical problems with stuff, like whatever, okay? But don't you know what you're getting into when you go there? I think the worst thing for me is when I see people there with their they bring their dogs. You ever seen that?
There's
like
service dogs?
Yeah, but not for like it's the dogs that give them comfort. Not the ones that are carrying like medical shots.
Or not the ones that are like for blind people, like whatever. It's
the
people who are like pussies.
It's the ones that are just like, well, I have to have comfort. It's like you're going to a haunted house with banging and lights and strobes and all that stuff. They give you fair warning. What house is this and what to expect? And it's like, yeah, but I need my comfort cat with me the whole time. Jay, I don't know about that. I don't know if that's fair for the animal. Now, the other ones I get, like the EpiPens and all that stuff. If you got, that's a different animal. But anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that whole issue.
Do you remember? Was it last year when we were sitting there and that person with the wheelchair was rolling in? And I looked, it was a fat person, a big ass wheelchair.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no fucking way. Like, one, why? Right? Why? But second, there's no fucking way that thing is going to get through this house, because depending on that, like, there's a lot of like tight corners and stuff like
it
that.
ruins the experience for everybody.
And I'm looking at this double decker fucking wheelchair, and I'm like, there is no fucking way that shit is going through. It's going to get stuck. And sure as shit,
Sure enough, he got stuck.
sure as shit, as soon as we get into the house, like a couple people behind that, the bitch gets stuck. And so then we're standing there in like the first room, and kudos to the guy who was there on his like 15-second rotation of scaring. He kept doing it. He kept doing the thing he was supposed to do
out
for a long ass time.
And we're all just like, yeah, we get it. All right.
Yeah. But yeah,
didn't they wave us around at that point? Didn't she have to back up? The beep comes on. I thought they like kind of waved us through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. They waved us through.
But it's like, I'm looking at that and I could see, like, I saw the future.
Sense.
Right? It's not like I had a crystal ball there and it was so impossible to see what was going to happen. It was plain as day, like this was going to happen. And I was so like fucking pissed, and I was like complaining to everybody, and everyone is like, oh yeah, that's just Ryan being Ryan. He's always got to be upset about something, always mad about something. Sure as shit, bitch gets stuck.
I was laughing so hard I couldn't, especially with the guy coming out trying to scare and do it. He was being his actor.
He was doing
his job. Yeah.
He was doing a great job.
I think we told him that too. It's like, you're doing great. He wouldn't break character for nothing.
He was putting forth a great effort.
Yeah.
They probably can't exclude them legally, says Ink's Kitten. No, look, there's plenty of people with wheelchairs that can get through these things, and it's fine as long as you're not holding it up. I'm not in a wheelchair. I don't understand. Like, for me, it would feel, one of the things about like going through like the house is you're trying like not to jump. You're trying not to move. Or if you do get scared, you move, like all this shit. If you're in a wheelchair and just someone's pushing you through, it just seems like a strange experience to me. You know what I mean? But most people, this one was like a big wheelchair.
Yeah, it
in
was
the
a
same way
scooter.
in the same way that if you are too big, you can't get on a ride. If your vehicle is too big, you can't get in line. Like, that to me is how it should be. That only happened one time, I think, though.
But it happened right in front of you.
Yeah, of course.
Of all the people there, it happened right in front of you. Oh.
Tobias Nexus for $10. Don't know if Ryan or Jay have played Metal Hellsinger, but after playing rhythm games, does anyone else constantly feel like they're sensing a beat pattern? We need a sequel to that game. I remember when it came out. I never played it, though. After playing rhythm games, do you start to sense a beat pattern anywhere? I don't know. I'm always feeling the rhythm, Tobias.
Feeling the rhyme?
Get on up.
It's morphin' time.
No.
I know. It's cool running. So
it's bobsled time.
Bobsled time.
We have the one Duris and the one Junior, Yobrana and the Mansanka. Brian Ross for $2. Pedro Pascal movie. Philadelphia 2. HIV Boogaloo.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Fat obese people are like cats, says Tony. You'd be surprised to see how small of a space they can squeeze into. You got to get them out, though.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's the thing. Dude, I desperately hope that there is not this Cool Runnings thing in the works.
Oh yeah, there's no need for it.
Leave Cool Runnings alone.
They'll make it all female cat. They'll make it like Ghostbusters 2016. That's what they'll end up doing.
I did see that apparently the Aristocats live action Disney movie has been axed.
Yep.
Do you think it was actually going to be live action, or was it going to be like Lion King? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, like CGI cats and all that stuff instead of like having like real cat. Probably.
It would have had to be like that.
Probably because they're playing instruments and all that stuff.
Everybody wants to be a cat. And I remember Aristocats.
Yeah, probably.
But I have no interest in seeing a fucking remake of Aristocats.
No.
Probably gonna be how the black kittens gets bullied or something. You know what I mean? It's probably what it'll fucking be about.
Look at this. Obviously, Tree Bear's been watching the show. So he made me into an elephant. Is that supposed to be Ryan?
I think that's me. Have some peanuts, bitch.
I thought the trunk would be on the nose. They put it on the chin.
Yeah, I think the trunk should be on the nose. I also think that your ears shouldn't be showing if you have ears.
Yeah.
Jay is the elephant man right here.
It's definitely AI. Definitely a Will Smith.
Yes. We're going to see Jay in the background.
I'm like looking
of a Will
at
Smith
you got like
video.
another chin here, like, and your ears green. I don't know.
That's not my best look there.
No. Tree Bear's had some bangers. That one looks like a rushed, like you phoned it in.
I look a little hideous there, not gonna lie. I look demonic. 0 for $2. Is that an African or Indian J elephant?
Probably go African.
What's the African ones that have bigger ears, right?
I think so, yeah.
Are you they got elephants at Animal Kingdom? Disney?
Oh yeah. Yeah, African elephants.
Really?
And that's how I know.
So they just what do they just randomly start fighting in the middle of the park or something?
No, they keep them separated.
The Asian elephants go around taking pictures of little white children.
They keep them separated.
Oh, okay.
But that's how I know they eat freaking dirt, because every time you're on that ride, you go to this one section, they're like, and this is the clay that we have in there. If they feel like they're missing out the spokesperson, the tour guide, you know,
maybe they don't pay him as much, or maybe they don't feed him as much. I mean,
that's true. They're like, we also have special clay out so that they can, you know, feel like they could get their minerals in if they feel like a lack.
I have very little memory of Animal Kingdom, like at all. Really, of most Disney parks, to be honest with you. I do remember feeling like I was going to get my head chopped off when I was going through Space Mountain when I was a kid.
Yeah, I don't ride that ride
because it was dark, and I was I was just like imagining my Gambit. Look at that.
That's pretty odd. See, that's pretty good. You're smiling though. I don't know if you'd smile, but yeah.
Well,
I mean, you went from Gambit to me. I mean, look at that. It looked like I'm sitting on a toilet and I'm reading a book.
You do look like you're taking a shit. Go back to me. Am I holding 5 aces?
Yeah, 5 aces.
What's up with that?
It looks like they're all spades.
The ace of spades.
Yeah, see, that's some of his better work.
That's good. Who else is in there?
We got, I mean, that's Mike. That's X-Wing. But he had like a whole, there's Steph. That's Krista. Is that Sevi or Savvy? Yeah. It's B. Have you guys seen him with his hat off recently?
No.
That's all. That's the only ones he's made.
All right. Well,
and then he put you in this too. Like apparently, like you were in the Call of Duty trailer that they were watching.
It would have been better. I was available. I don't know why they didn't put me in there. I could have done it.
I think so.
Need an AI meme with Jay's face on a shiitake, says Andre.
Oh, what? Where?
The good white for you. I ate dirt as a kid. Am I an elephant? Maybe.
What?
Jeremy the Cyborg. Some people with PTSD might react badly to some jump scares, Jay.
That's true. I'm just saying, like, you know what you're getting into, like, when you're going there. That's all.
Yeah, that's what I think too, because like I guess it's one thing if you're just walking through scare zones, right? But if anybody's wearing one of those and you're going through a haunted house, like what is the fucking point, right? Like if you're going through one of the houses, what's the point of wearing one of those things? And for the scare zones, you can always just walk on the outside of it too if you really don't want to.
The rule is if you walk on the sidewalk through the scare zones, you don't get scared, so you can enjoy that.
Right.
So
and I do that sometimes.
That's why I guess like I didn't understand the necklace, because there's already a rule in place at Universal Studios that if you stay on the sidewalk, they don't scare you, but you could still walk through the scare zones and see all the stuff if that's what you wanted to do. So
because sometimes like not that I'm scared of getting scared, but it's like, okay, I'm going to meet somebody over here. So I'm just going to go take the sidewalk and like kind of fly by it because everybody's walking a little bit slower. You got to walk around stuff and you don't get stopped. You get to meet up with whoever you're there with.
Listen, I know the show's over. Maybe for tomorrow. Day 1. Starfighter has begun filming.
A whole new adventure begins. #Starfighter.
There it is.
I feel like we've heard more about this than Mandalorian movie.
Boy, ain't that the
done.
truth? Ain't that the truth?
Taker for $5. I feel like Florida man who identifies as elephant arrested after showing people his trunk is a real headline from Florida.
It's possible.
Jeremy Griggs' dad for $2. Hey boys, you coming over to have meatloaf with us?
No.
Well, we'll think about it. But probably not. Probably not. But I think we're all caught up. Jay, it's Thursday, one day away from Friday. Almost done with the week.
Yeah.
Already.
I'm going live in an hour on Welcome to the Rebellion podcast. Just kind of catch up for a little bit. And it's back to
well, I don't think anything big happened yesterday, so
no, not at all. Not at all.
There you go. All right. Well, that's it. Guys, thanks for being here. We appreciate it. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Trunks and all. Bye, everybody.